Hey guys, James here again with another Civ 7 video, and today we're continuing with part 5 of our Let's Learn Civ 7 tutorial series. So last time we did transition into the Age of Exploration, and so now we pretty much have an open door. We are playing as the Ming, continue our scientific ways most likely, but you never know, maybe we'll dab into some other things, and I did promise we will go to war, probably with Machiavelli here, and maybe Charlemagne as well. But before we get that far, let's talk about the age transition. So among other things, I see here that we have 3 attribute points. It's not totally clear why we have them yet. Actually, we did last time mention selecting some of the attribute points, and so it seems like we do get the points throughout each age, which is pretty nice, because I don't think these came from our legacies quite yet. Let's just level some of these up. Let's take the 10% production towards wonders, as well as this 5% total science, I guess, just because I don't know if I'm going to be that friendly with people. Let's take that for now. And then we also get a wild card point, which I think I will invest in our growth rate here. So then after those 3 points are assigned, we now get to choose our legacies. And so if you remember from last time, legacies were basically the things that when we successfully went through those different paths, we got legacy points, and we can now spend these different legacy points on these different upgrades. So for example, we're at 8 of 8 settlement limit, so +2 settlement limit, not a bad idea. We could also take these attribute points, but I think I'll just take the limit for now, since we are planning on going to war soon. Then with culture, we have these 3 options here. Wonders give us culture and happiness. I do think I like that one. Then with the golden age of our economic playthrough, I personally have been going with this one a lot. All your cities from the previous age remain cities. Seems pretty strong to me. And then we also get another economic attribute point, since we have 3 points that we can spend here. Finally, with our 3 science points, I don't know why this one seems grayed out. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why this one's grayed out, but it's okay. Let's take the science as well as the scientific attribute. And then with our final wild card point, let's take a diplomatic point, since we are a diplomatic leader. And then down here, there are some interesting ones where you get to change the capital. I think these are definitely interesting. I've been trying to play around with it a little more just to see, how well it works. With the Ming, it might not be as advisable. And again, I'll dive into this in a bit. But we do get additional science in our capital. And so I do want to be careful of, just destroying all our science output by moving our capital. For the sake of this playthrough, I don't think I'm going to, or at least for the sake of this age, I don't think I'm going to change my capital. But I have tried playing around with it a little bit just to see developing those other cities. And it can be pretty useful, I think, depending on what you're trying to do. But for the Ming specifically, I think I'm going to keep our capital as is. So with that, let's confirm our legacies, and thus begins our next age. And so now let's go back here. We have 3 more points we can assign. First, let's take a look around the map and see if there's any city-states nearby that seem to have spawned. Not yet. Maybe with the next turn. So let's first grab this, since we have to. And with our science one, let's start dabbling into this side, I guess. I actually don't know what legend unlock means. If anyone knows, please definitely let me know. But I will unlock that for now, see if we can't get all of the attributes for the science tree. And then with diplomatic, let's take the additional policy slot, I think. Or plus 25% relationship from starting or supporting endeavors, minus 25 from starting sanctions or rejecting endeavors. I do like the sound of that, but I think I'm just going to go with this policy slot for now, and then maybe come back to this later on. And then one quick thing I do want to mention, which I'm not sure I really covered last time. So when the age transitions, you do potentially lose some of your units. It really depends. Here you can see we have 1 cog, which I'm going to move now, even though we bought a couple ships. So a little sad that we did lose some of our ships. In terms of land army, you should be able to keep 1 land unit per city that you have, and then anything additional will get kept in an army commander. So if you do have large armies, you definitely want to have army commanders to be able to carry over all the different units and whatnot. Also, they've been upgraded. So here you can see our unique Shunlei Chong. Shunlei. I don't know exactly what that's supposed to be. Some heavy archers, as well as a courser here. So let's get down to business and defeat Machiavelli first. Maybe we have mines and quarries. Not really. I guess 2. This isn't terrible. Yeah, for 4, let's get some more production here. And so one key concept that you'll be able to see with these age transitions is the idea of overbuilding. So what you can do, for example, if I wanted to, I could place this stone cutter here, replace this wood cutter. But what is going to end up happening because of that is we're going to eventually run out of just rural improvements. And so, you know, can you continue to maintain your base food and production? Possibly. But what you can do is build over some of your past buildings. And so as you can see, some of these buildings or some of these tiles aren't giving as much as they used to compared to, you know, when we were in the past age. So what you can do now is build over, and you will lose a building. And so here you can see if I put this next to the library, or I'll replace the library, but it is just a way to save space. And eventually you're going to want to replace most of the buildings that you have. So I think I'm going to do that. The stone cutter is ageless, right? So I'm going to put that next to that saw pit, make this our production center, take over that library. Bye-bye. Now, before I get too far into that, let's also manage the production of these other places. What do we got here? Some mines, quarries. So a stone cutter does seem like a pretty good investment here. This one seems to be the best one next to the brickyard. Don't necessarily need the happiness from the arena too much right now, so let's replace that. And then meanwhile in Wak Kabnal, are we also going to make another stone cutter? We have a couple mines, some woodcutters, some farms, and one fishing boat. So I think I am going to go with the stone cutter as well. Up our production early so that we can continue to develop. So I believe according to the Civlopedia and as well as the tutorial, so quarters are formed when 2 non-wall buildings from the same age, 2 unique civ buildings, or a full tile building occupies a tile. And so quarters give different adjacency bonuses and whatnot. We still have some space here, so don't necessarily need to build over there. So let's put it there for now. Meanwhile, with our science, so you can see it's a totally new tree once we enter the new age. And we got boosts because of our future tech research from last time. So one of the things you'll see, and let's actually go over some of these age paths that we have here. The culture path for the exploration age is focused around religion as well as what are called relics. So it's a little similar to kind of like the science one from the last age where you're trying to accumulate all these different relics. So one of the things they recommend is to get up to piety as quickly as you can, which is a civic, train missionaries to spread across, and then continue to boost your religion. One of the major ways to get relics is through spreading religion, which I'll show you later on once you do get a religion. For now, I'm just gonna track all of these. I don't know if it's helpful. Hopefully it's helpful for anyone watching this. So economic treasure fleet, what that essentially means is there's going to be these islands, at least on this kind of map. I haven't played too many of the other maps, so I don't necessarily know how it's going to work on those. But essentially there's going to be islands as well as other areas where you can potentially settle. And settling in those areas will give you a distant land settlement. And in those distant land settlements, you can get different resources. Usually it's going to be like spice and stuff like that, which are, I guess, to them a little more exotic. And from there, they're going to generate treasure fleets, which you can bring back to your home and unload for points. Then for military, very similar, starting up fleets, creating settlements in different lands, as well as capturing in different lands, and then you get points based on what kind of settlement you settle or take. And then of course science. So science in the exploration age is centered around yields. So one of the big things you want to do is to get specialists, but essentially you want to get as many yields as you can into your cities to achieve a yield of 40 and 3 or more non-center city tiles. And so you're going to want to do that in up to 5 cities. I do find at least this age is a little more difficult, at least so far, maybe just because I haven't had as much experience playing it yet. But definitely a lot more to kind of get a grasp around. So yeah, because of all of that, I think that getting cartography and astronomy early are pretty important, and eventually getting up to shipbuilding, just because your units are going to get hurt going on open ocean. So generally what I like to do right now is just get cartography early, lets our civilian units and land units go across the deep ocean. As for civics, we have two options here really. We can either start getting into economics to get our trade routes set up quickly. So one of the things that doesn't carry over are our trade routes. And then also piety would also be a good one. Let's go with piety for now, just because one, it'll be good to show you guys, and two, it's for religion generally it's pretty important to get started early, just because you'll get better beliefs, better bonuses, and spreading in this game is a little different than past games, so definitely something you want to get early on, I think. Then with our social policies, we have here so far nothing because we haven't unlocked any new civics, but what does carry over are the Mayan civics that we had in the last age. And so with Ming China here, we do get a bonus, I believe, or avoiding a penalty, should I say. -15 science per turn for each social policy, but not tradition slotted. I could be wrong, but I believe these are traditions. So since they come from our legacy cultures, our legacy civs, so I guess putting these in will avoid that penalty. But later on, we're probably going to start getting into new things. Oh, also a thing worth looking into is the Ming civics. What do we have here? So this allows us to create the Great Wall, +1 gold for each adjacent fortification constructible, and then +2 science and settlements with a garrisoned unit. Here we have +25% gold towards purchasing buildings in towns, okay, and more science, resource capacity, as well as more science and gold. So really a lot of science, gold. Forbidden City can give us culture and gold, so definitely pretty solid overall. I think I'm going to stick with piety for now, and then probably, I guess, dip into economics, and then start going into all of the Ming civics pretty soon after that, I believe. As you can see here, also all our relationships are somewhat reset. So you can see here, based on our previous age, we have a certain score, but then obviously because our borders are touching with certain people, it gets semi-reset. Let's also go over what the Ming are good at. +50% science in the capital, so strong big capital is very important. And again, the -15 science per turn for each social policy, but not tradition slotted. So we're going to want to focus on our traditions, and hence going into that Ming tree for the civics is going to be pretty important. +30 production towards constructing the Forbidden City. That's just the wonder that we get a boost in. Then we have a unique infantry unit, +4 combat in featureless tiles, has a ranged attack, which very nice. A Mandarin, which is the Ming unique merchant, +100 gold when using the create a road action. Okay, so I haven't really done this before, even though I did play as the Ming before, so that'll definitely be something we want to try out. And then +5 culture, +1 gold for the Ming Great Wall, as well as additional combat strength when defending from that tile. And then here you can see we have the mementos that we carried over from before, which I think we upgraded. So we did learn, of course, that the attributes that you set from mementos will continue to be given every age. But all right, let's finally get to business here. Let's move our archer to Kalak Mul, just because this seems like a town that's, you know, kind of smack dab in the middle of everything. With our commander, we can set you on alert for now. I think Zunan Tunic seems pretty safe, so let's move our archer over and maybe move our commander up this way, maybe up towards Knossos, because again, another place that we might want to defend. And I think I'll also just keep moving people up to Tikal, or moving this guy up from Tikal. Otherwise, with our influence, I'm going to chill for now, maybe get started soon, but I want to see where the new city-states spawn. As you can see, all the old ones disappeared. So Teotihuacan is gone, but that does give us opportunities for ourselves to be able to expand quickly. In fact, is it maybe in our best interest to set up another city right now? Maybe down here? Yeah, maybe somewhere like here. Seems like a decent spot. Horses, incense, potentially hit that wine. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Can't buy it there. Can we buy it in Bach? Can't buy it in Bach. All right, so I'm gonna assume we don't have enough gold at the moment. You can go on alert for now, as well as you. And let's hit next turn. So yeah, as you can see, Vatican City just spawned right there, and Tarnovo decided to spawn right where we potentially want to be. Oh, and Avanti, I guess, are the spiritual successors to Teotihuacan. We also have Garama and Chiang Mai, Nulu Mapu, and Stockholm. Okay, so let's see what this diplomatic action is first. Augustus wants a cultural exchange. I think I'll accept for now. I would prefer to just kind of make friendly with some of the city-states for now, I think. Choosing our government. Of all of these, I feel like maybe these two sound the best for us. Can't go wrong with gold, right? So I think I'm going to take that. And overbuilding is pretty decent for us too, since we do have a lot of city that we need to start building over. For this courser, let's bring you to Wakabnal, have you kind of in the center, ready to reinforce anywhere. And then with our cog, let's head towards this, since this is pretty much the shortest distance that we are aware of, and definitely want to not take too much damage from the deep ocean there. And we're going to move you to Kopan there. Then with our 200, I say, okay, we need quite a bit more to befriend the independents there. Is there perhaps someone who's a little cheaper? Nope. All right. In that case, I will just hit next turn.
The map was a model for, rather than a model of, what it purported to represent.
All right, cartography is unlocked. And with that, let's see what Box got here. Couple fishing boats. So I say we build a wharf. Do we place it over the lighthouse? One of the things I do wonder, I think it might be the case, I think ageless buildings count as any age rather than not having an age. But if anyone knows for certain, definitely let me know. So I could either replace this or just place it in a free slot. Is there anything else we might want here? Maybe don't want to go too quickly on some of this stuff. I think maybe what we want to do actually is get a cog, be ready to explore even more, and maybe even start producing some units, just because of the reset. Maybe some of these guys might be thinking we're looking a little weak or something. So yeah, I'm going to make this guy our unique unit, and then let's make another cog with Zunan Tunic. And then for our tech research, I think we get astronomy, get that observatory for more science. Or do we just go one turn into machinery real quick? I think maybe astronomy is better for now, so I'll do that. And let's go to the open ocean, ready to explore the world. Now that our army commander is here, maybe move him up to Knossos actually. Let's do that, I think. All right, so question is, do we want to take Vatican City? 1, 2, 3. Our cities can't exactly do anything there, but is it even worth settling anything here? I guess it's probably better than letting someone else settle there, since that's kind of right in the middle of our area, even though that itself is not necessarily the best place to be. What I think I'm going to do is start moving my troops over there to take out Vatican City. Put you on alert in Kopan, and then continue to move these guys over. And with this cog, please let there be something nice. Looks like we discovered a new continent, Vendian. What is this? Coastal edifice. So I think that's the equivalent of like a goodie hut, but in the ocean. So that's very nice for us. Again, just keep moving our units up towards Vatican City. And just wait a little bit before we start going in. Let's go to that edifice. Shipwrights have dreamed up a fearsome warship, but few have ever worked on a project quite as complex. This order has bred massive construction delays, so we either take minus 200 gold and spend 4 turns of production for 1 galleon. Is that a type of boat that we can get later? Carrack? No. All right, so a galleon is the tier 3 naval unit. Is that worth it? You know what? Let's just do it. Why not? It sets our production back a little bit, but it's totally okay. There we go. Get a galleon immediately. We will dominate the seas. Set you on alert for now, and you can do nothing for now as well.
There exists beyond the world a void without a terminal limit. 1,000 worlds beyond this world.
All right. Now in Bach. Looks like our production... Oh no, the cog was finished. Okay, that's good. Let's just take a shot, try to go into the deep ocean and see where it takes us. In Bach, I'm gonna say we start making some settlers. Actually, is that the best place to make settlers? 6 turns here. Yeah, I think that's probably better for now. Instead, in Wakabnal, let's just get this brickyard for now. It's 1 turn, ups our production a little bit on those mines as well. See if there's any other ageless. Maybe next to that stonecutter seems pretty nice. Yeah, let's do that. Then in Zunan Tunic, maybe a wharf, or maybe... I don't think a saw pit really helps us too much here. Fishing quay might not be a bad one. Ups our food a little bit. Let's do that. I guess we'll just put it next to the lighthouse for now. And then with our tech tree, let's just get machinery for now. Also getting some catapults would probably be helpful in our eventual war. And yeah, just keep moving our units ever so close. You got nothing to worry about here, Vatican City. Nothing at all. Keep moving around with this cog and see what we can find. Oh, there we go. Those are the spices that we definitely want to go for. Let's definitely make that settler. Oh, I forgot. We're cut off for a couple turns here. Can I just buy a settler? I can. Let's do that. All right, so our settler should be able to make it here without any problems and get our first distant settlement. Then with our influence, I say we befriend Stockholm here, since they are seems like the only scientific city-state that we know of at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, just now we took some damage from the rough seas. So definitely want to try to find open ocean as quickly as possible. Or sorry, coastal as quickly as possible. In Wakabnal, I'm gonna say we get the bazaar. Or no, let's make units. Let's get more of this guy. And then Zunan Tunic. Do we want to make a settler right now? Maybe take over where Vatican City was. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. So there should be space once we take out Vatican City. So yeah, let's start the settler for now, and probably can cancel this settler here. Instead, here we will just continue to produce units, I think. And it begins. We will... Oh, I gotta probably declare war on them first. Oh, and as you can see, we kind of got kicked out of our zone here a little bit. Move our army commander just so he can be in the center of everything. Get as much experience as he can. Ranged attack. Ranged attack. Ranged attack. Is it going to be enough? And boom.
I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha.
Yeah, just like that, we took out Vatican City. Probably set up a little bit of a wall just so no one can get through there now and set anything up. Let's also just double check. Okay, yeah, so definitely can set up a settlement. Maybe somewhere around here seems to be the best, even though there's no fresh water. Although, to be honest, I don't know how important fresh water is. That is cleared out, and looks like we do have an upgrade. Is it this guy? I think it's this guy. So first, let's double check what our other commander has at the moment. He is in the maneuver, so if this guy's probably going to be our offensive guy, and I'm thinking maybe this guy will be like our more defensive one. So maybe what we want to do is give him either Bastion, or I'm thinking like something in logistics or leadership. Let's try something in leadership a bit more for now. A little bit different. Then with our civic tree, let's get our merchants so we can start setting up trade routes. Oh, totally forgot that we need to set these. Silly me. It looks like we gotta wait a little bit. So I really messed up there. Losing a couple turns worth of stuff there, which is very unfortunate. All right, it's okay though. Give ourselves a little bit of a challenge since it seems like we still are decently ahead, although Confucius seems to be not too far behind. I say with these armies, we start moving them, some of them downwards. Then with this settler, start getting them over, but I want to avoid the open ocean just because they're probably going to take quite a bit of damage. Keep moving. Let's check out what's here. Okay. So a lot of land here, it seems like. What might be a pretty big island.
I worked my wits and thoughts about shapes and figures, and I arranged these shapes one by one.
All right, let's keep moving these cogs over as quickly as we can. Move our giant ship as well. Looks like we have a shipwreck there we can take as well. And just move our settler along the coast for now. With our tech, I'm going to just say we go to heraldry for now. I believe it should be a prerequisite for shipbuilding. I could be wrong. And also gives us some stronger units, so I do not mind that at all. Why are they unhappy? No, Sos, what's wrong? Okay, it's okay for now. We'll fix that later. And then we'll just keep attacking. Try to get some XP. And then let's move here and pack that army up. Keep you here with them for now as well. Try to set up a bit of a wall here. And yeah, I think I want to just send some troops down here to take out these other city-states. I think for now we will head towards Avanti and then head towards Tarnovo. But let's see if anyone's trying to influence them. Oh, Machiavelli already on the prowl there. In that case, I think maybe we send someone over to Tarnovo immediately and try to take them out before Machiavelli can get a foothold there. We need to move our cog. Check out that shipwreck. The stretch of ocean has long been known for its danger. In this wreck are found charts that may help plot a safer course. We either get happiness, which is an interesting one, or influence. Ooh. I say we take the influence. That should make us pretty decent. Let's see if there's anyone else worth influencing. Not too much yet. Let's get these guys onto safe land. More spices. And I want to be careful for now. I think I should be able to take a little more damage, so I'm going to move to that. Combing the day's catch near a shipwreck, fishermen find a bottle containing a treasure map. Are the pirate legends true, or is this some sailor's idea of a joke? So we can either take damage and get food. Might cut it a little close. I might just take the gold because I don't want to risk losing this guy. Oh, and he healed. How nice. Wow. Did he heal too? Yeah, wow. Amazing. And yeah, so let's try to get over to this crossing just because I'm not super confident our settler's gonna be able to make it across there. In Wakabnal, I think we should start investing in some temples just so we can start getting our missionaries out. Yeah, let's do that. Get that temple set up. What seems like the best spot here? Probably start replacing the monument and altar since those were the old culture buildings that we had before. Either that or we just place it on a new tile. Let's put it here. Then with these guys, let's put them near the river, even though, sorry, bud, are gonna have some troops kind of near you for now. And again, just keep moving everyone down. Put these guys on alert. Yeah, let's move over towards Tarnovo over there. Try to get them out of the way as quickly as we can. Oh, okay. Looks like we found another city-state. I mean, we're just gonna attack them. Why not? The Colosseum looms large in the landscape, an awe-inspiring reminder of the games of old. These days, artisans petition to use the space for their vast workshops, but displaced communities are already sheltering within its vaults. So we want to repurpose the Colosseum for workshops or transform into a residential space. So the Colosseum's in Bach. I think our happiness there seems fine. So let's just, can't go wrong with production, I think. And now we can either boost our gold or boost our overbuilding. I think we're only really overbuilding. I guess overbuilding might not be terrible for us right now. 10 turns, right? I think gold's probably the safer option. Yeah, let's take the gold. So let's test this out. Plus 169 science right now. If we were to slot this in, plus 153. So yeah, it is based on those policies and whatnot. We can change it again later. Then in Zunan Tunic, I think we're gonna go with the temple again, just so we can start getting those missionaries out very quickly. I think probably the same idea here, where we want to start replacing. Yeah, let's start replacing the monument here, perhaps. Start moving our settler over, getting ready to take some land there, and move our armies over. Oh, is this guy defending Tarnovo? Is that what that guy's there for? I really hope not. It's gonna be really annoying. And let's go ahead and start crossing over. Okay, a lone little island there. Might not be a bad spot to put a settler in the future. And so I think with this guy... Alright, so I'm gonna send this guy north. This guy kind of to this section, and then this guy going south. So with them, I'm gonna go this way, I think. Put all of you on alert. And just keep moving our cog. See what else we can find along these oceans. Alright, in Bach, I say same thing. Let's start getting those temples. In Bach, we're really short. So let's definitely overbuild in Bach. Move our troops across. Oh, wait. Is he attacking Tarnovo? That was going on there? Or is Tarnovo attacking him while he's trying to befriend them? Silly guy. Yeah, let's just keep moving those dudes. And get our settler here as quickly as we can. Okay, with this cog, let's start heading northwards. See if we can't find something here. With this one, let's start going this way. With our galleon. Man, what a crazy ship. I think the galleon, I want to go this way. What's the best spot for this? I think we want to start getting towards those spices as quickly as possible. So probably like somewhere here, I imagine, or maybe here. 1, 2, 3. We'll see. Probably should have also brought someone to protect the settler, but I think it's fine. So some espionage. Augustus performed the steel technology. Augustus, why would you do that? I thought we were buddies. Oh, looks like one city-state already taken out there. Is there anyone else I can potentially influence? Chiang Mai, maybe? Kiev, maybe? I think if anything, maybe we want to start influencing these further ones. One, it gives just less opportunity for them to, for other people to try to influence them or to destroy them. And also, since you can potentially overtake these city-states, it can just be a quick way for us to create settlements. So I'm going to do that. Let's befriend the independent there. And just continue to explore. Yeah, let's bring you down. Oh, is that a natural wonder? Is that what that is? Should have gotten like a notification, no? Bring them over. And let's deploy the arm. Oh, he's already there. How unfortunate. Quite sad. Alright, it's okay though. Start moving our troops back up, I guess. What a few troops though you got there, buddy. I'm thinking maybe we buy some units real quick. And then with this one, try to get as close as possible. I think I have to go on one of the yellow spots. I think that's the only way I can reach all those resources. Another spice spot over there, not bad. And I probably want to keep this these ships a little close for now.
Yes. But do you have a flag?
Okay. Interesting quote. So here in Knossos, I say we start expanding this way. So weird that the thing is disappearing. Start getting some protection up there from those potential invaders. Then in Bach, I think I'm going to make some soldiers. I think that's probably, yeah, I don't want to delay this war too long. I definitely want to show you guys some action. I feel like I need more food and production in Wakabnal in general, though. So I think I'm going to get this grist mill here. What's here? A bath and a garden. Let's replace the the mine for now, and then grow to this one here. Expand our lands a little bit as well. Then we have these two buildings in Zunatinic for 0 turns. Always funny to see that. Do we need either of those though? Not really. Camps and woodcutters. I guess we have 2 camps. Let's go with the sawmill. Yeah, let's put it here. For our research, I say we get castles. The dungeon gives production, so I think that's pretty solid. And it looks like we can finally create our religion. Let's do a custom one. Let's just go with the crab. And let's name it Sheeple. Founded in Bach. Confirm. Alright. So, looks like we are the first religion. Similar to Civ 6, we get different beliefs right off the bat. Reliquary beliefs. The belief provides ways of earning relics. So again, for our culture victory, this is going to be really important. So one of the things you definitely want to pay attention to are just the different options you have here. So +2 relics for the first time converting a city-state. I don't think I'm going to pick that because 1, are any of these city-states really going to last? And then 2, am I really going to be able to get a guy over there in time? I think this one's a really good one. +2 for the first conversion of a civilization's capital city. But this one can also be dependent on, you know, whether or not their holy cities are their capitals. Sometimes it's not. +1 relic for first time conversion of another civilization's settlement with a temple or altar. Again, this one's going to be hard to tell necessarily because it kind of depends on whether or not they have a temple or altar. Maybe need to go a little bit slowly for that one. +2 relic for first time conversion of another civilization settlement with a wonder from any age. That one seems pretty solid, although we did get a good number of wonders. +1 relic for settlements in distant lands. That's not a city-state. Not amazing, I don't think, because again, we need to wait for the AI to settle on the distant lands. +2 for first time conversion of another civilization settlement producing treasure fleets. Sounds pretty similar to the distant lands one, to be honest, but maybe even more narrow because you have to get ones that have, like, you know, the spices or those different resources. +1 relic for first time conversion of another civilization settlement with at least 10 rural population or 10 urban population. Again, I don't know how easy it is to necessarily find those. So what I'm thinking is maybe either capital city or wonder. I'm gonna go with the capital city and hopefully just rush the missionaries over there as quickly as we possibly can before they found any religions. And then for our founder belief, this gives us different gameplay bonuses. I think a lot of these are gonna be really similar. Tithe, of course, always a good popular one. This one sounds crazy. +1 science for every grassland tile. Might not be terrible. Let's try it. Why not? And religion founded. Right, we have a defensive settlement somewhere. Knossos. I think we're fine. And let's get over here and settle there. Okay, so I guess we'll see if they move their guys at all. But I'm not anticipating being able to take out that city-state, unfortunately. Let's move you to Kalakmul. And then, of course, we have an upgrade here. So, all right. So now that we got to the end of our maneuver tree here, area denial applies zone of control to enemy land units. So essentially this guy can prevent units from being able to move in and out. So zone of control, if it works like the past games, basically if you enter a tile around someone, you enter their zone of control. So you can enter that tile, but you won't be able to exit out the same turn. So it's really like a way of keeping enemies engaged on you. So let's take that. And now because we finished a tree, we get 1 commendation point. So you definitely want to focus going all the way down because these commendations are really strong. This one, for example, extremely powerful. Grants a land unit within the command radius 1 extra attack. Directly damage a unit in the command radius that has the same domain as the commander. I'm not 100% sure what that means. I think I'm interpreting that as a commander attacking another commander, perhaps? Puzzle movement for land units within the command radius. That sounds pretty nice. Just movement in general is good. Additional command radius is also good. And hopefully that also means additional experience. And +5 strength for land units within the command radius. Just sounds pretty solid all around. I think I'm going to go for the extra attack and movement. Move our commander there. And just continue to move our troops around a little bit. Explore this a little bit. Ooh, chocolate. So yeah, this looks like another prime spot we want to get to with our settler ASAP. Let's get there. And hopefully we can see if there's any other good resources there before we finalize a settlement. Nothing too crazy on this island that we want, I think. So as you might be able to tell as well, so some of these, as you can see here, when you hover over it, creates a treasure fleet, but some of these other ones don't. So definitely going to be something you want to keep an eye on, and kind of determines where you want to settle these different towns. All right, looks like this guy is just going to be a butt. So you know what? Let's just put you on heal for now. Or no, let's assemble. Put you guys on heal. And if we ever notice them leaving, we will try to take that place. You know, with these guys, let's just keep moving them up. Although maybe need to get ready for war there. We'll settle this one. Hanko. And with Hanko, I don't think this town can get to that, right? Can they? I don't think so. So I think that's pretty safe. So what I'm gonna do instead is, I mean, let's just take the production for now. And now that we got that resource, we can finally reallocate things. So in Bach, so you might notice that some of these have different abilities now. Before, incense was for science, but now it's towards missionaries and temples. So definitely a big difference there. The culture in Bach, I guess let's just make Bach the missionary city for now. Actually, since Bach is already pretty strong in production, I'm gonna actually spread the love a little bit. Put the incense in some of the other cities. Let's put this in Bach actually, and put a camel in Wakabnal. Then with Wakabnal, let's get you some food and production. Move the elephant out since we only have so many slots. So in Zunan Tunic, let's get you some production. And then in Bach, let's put the food. Then with these elephants and cotton, let's just spread the love a little bit. Kopan. Happiness and production. Not bad. And I don't think... Oh, we can't put in Hanku. We can't put in Hanku. Because... oh yeah, we haven't settled the city here yet. So but just something for awareness. Depending on how far cities are, you might not be able to assign resources there because they're not necessarily in like your trade network. You need to have either like roads or certain buildings to be able to... Ooh, camels. Wow, okay. Spices there too. Okay, I think this is probably... well, this is a wonder, right? Thera? It seems like it. So I think what I'm going to do is... I want to make sure I can settle one here as well. So maybe what I do is settle a guy here later. And maybe settle like here for now. Although I kind of like this spot just because it kind of is like the intersection between all these different sections. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. Settle in Yingtian and expand towards... I say we expand towards a spice. Try to get that as quickly as we can. Put an archer in Knossos. And I think get this guy ready to go up north. Oh, we met someone new. Hatshepsut.
Yenek hur euf ms hatshepsut. Bera dejeset kemet.
So let's give them a neutral greeting, since we can already kind of see where their cities are. But definitely means we have to start getting some people ready ASAP. Yeah, definitely want to get something over here as quickly as we can for that cocoa and the spice there. So yeah, I say we keep this guy around here just to kind of make sure nothing fishy from Hatshepsut over there. And continue to explore here. Still chilling there, so we will chill here as well. I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, but pretty genius of him to take out the troops there to defend it. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we should take this out, or we could maybe take it over, but it's not amazing. I guess the whales are decent. We'll think about it. Okay, we had a flood. Get some additional food. Oh, also, let me put on the yields just so it looks a little uglier, but just so people can see and learn things. I don't think they're leaving anytime soon, so let's start getting troops together here, perhaps. And then start accumulating our army here on this guy as well. Machiavelli wants to denounce me. I am totally cool with that. Denounce me, brother. But probably means we should start getting some armies ready. Yeah, so I think that's our cue. Start making some troops. Let's make more of that guy. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, even though I do speak Mandarin. Let's maybe make a missionary. Yeah, let's make a missionary in Zunan Tunic, get them over to Atheni ASAP to convert them, and have a trek over to Karakorum, I guess. Because of that flood, a bunch of stuff is damaged, so we're going to pay some gold to fix it really quick. And let's put this back in Kalakmul. Do I? No, I think I want to make a settler. I do want to try to get this as quickly as I can. And then probably like one right here to take that natural wonder there. The catapult as well. So whatever you're up to, Machiavelli, I'm ready. Let's also start upgrading some of our units here. Give us a bit of a combat advantage. Yeah, move up towards that open ocean there. Looks like Machiavelli already exploring some of it. We're gonna let's make sure get some coverage of everything there. And then we'll probably start healing shortly. And let's just explore the rest of this. Actually, yeah, since we already have that guy there, I'm gonna start moving him upwards again, just to make kind of block off a little bit there.
Wealth circulates like blood. All parts partake.
All right, with our next civic. So as you can see, now that we have a religion, we've unlocked the theology tree. Gives our missionaries additional charges, as well as more beliefs and whatnot. So that could be one way we go. We could also maybe start diving into our Ming civics, because I don't necessarily know if any of these civics are that important for us right now. I don't really think so. Also, I don't know why this stopped tracking on its own. A little annoying. So yeah, let's just go into this just so we can show you guys, and also just makes our missionaries a little stronger. Although 9 garrison does sound pretty good. Let's maybe go into that a little bit after. Oh, of course. Now that I'm gone, he takes out that city-state. I mean, that's fine. He wasted his own influence, but it's just like, what the heck, man? What the heck? Just have some troops in different spots ready to intercept any armies that may be heading our way. Let's pack these guys up. And I guess we'll just keep you nearby for now. Put you on alert. Put you on alert. And just continue to explore as much as we can. Let's move you back here. Put you on alert there. Move you over there.
Matsuyama Castle. The keep is higher than the autumn sky.
Okay, let's grow Copan. You want to get the wonder, or sorry, get the marble there, or maybe let's try to snag that incense, even though it's not super important to be honest. But I just don't like Machiavelli. Augustus wants to do a farmer's market. I will accept that. Thank you for the gold, sir. And in Bach, so we got the settler out. So let's definitely go here for now. And then I think we probably want to start making some more troops. Let's also just get one turn, one turn. One turn doesn't hurt, right? It's not like he's going to declare war now, right? Right? Yeah, let's just get a bunch of those guys ready. One turn each. Yeah, let's get 3 of them ready to go. We have a missionary here now. So, all right, missionaries are a little different now. In the past, it'd be like not really a meter that you could see, but you could think of it as like influencing a number of citizens. Now there's really 2 main things. As you can see here, there's these 2 crab things under here for sheeple. The first one, I believe, is the urban population, and the second one is the rural population. And so if a city doesn't have any religion that it's following, you will automatically convert it no matter what tile you stand on. But if they already have a religion, what you have to do is use the convert or the spread religion button on both of those types of tiles. So one urban, which would be like this, for example, a district, and then one rural, which would be like the mine or the farms or whatnot. Because of our relic, I want to rush up here to Athenae and try to spread to Athenae as quickly as we can. Also, probably not a bad idea to hit right there would be amazing as well. That might have been a mistake going to Athenae, actually. Let's maybe even... Can we buy a missionary? Let's do it. Get a missionary. Convert them as quickly as we can. Let's get feudalism so we can get towards shipbuilding. I think I'm fine continuing to grow in Copan. Orthodoxy has been found. Who found orthodoxy? No one here, so that's fine. And let's assemble this army here. Put you on alert. Get you in there to defend. And I think we're just going to put you on alert as well. Or let's move you to Hanko and put you on alert. Let's heal this cog. And I guess we're going to start healing you as well, but probably get you back in some friendly land. Okay. And we'll just keep exploring up here. We have a narrative... Oh! Never seen this thing before. Class of 1370. A class of scholarly bureaucrats anxiously await the results of the civil service exam. The dread is palpable after all. They studied long and hard in order to one day serve their government. So do you want science or gold? How much science are we generating? 189, so that's like 1 turn. And how much gold was that? 250, so that was like a little less than 3 turns. I think we're just going to take the science, though. Definitely want to try to race up that tree as quickly as we can. In Yingtian, let's get this spice just so we can start to develop the ships. And in Bach, now is the time where we start making some more troops. Let's make a knight. Let's make another one of our melee guys. And let's just make another knight in Zunan Tunic. With our merchants, our mandarins. Who's closest to Roma here? Right, so let's send you to Roma. Penchang. Oh, hella camels. Let's definitely go to Pengchang. And with Zunan Tunic, I guess we will go to... I'm thinking Aquelia, actually. Maybe for that armor, since it gives us additional combat strength for the potential war. So let's definitely send him here and be ready to improve our trade relations in a little bit. We have a settlement under threat. Where? We're fine. And then with this missionary, beeline to Rouen over there. Put you on alert. One thing I do want to see, can I... Oh, I can't upgrade in here. So, yeah, let's start upgrading some of these troops. Although it's a little pricey right now. I'm gonna wait, I think. And let's get right to Atheni. Oh, I should have just gone here. What am I doing? I didn't see that I was within. It's okay. Heal. Get you in there. Canauge. And then with this settler, is this the shortest path? Seems like it. All right, let's make this treacherous journey across. Looks like Confucius has declared war on Augustus. That's a very interesting war because they're like not even remotely close to each other. So that's a choice. That's a choice. Let's start expanding towards the wine over there, I think. And let's just preemptively deploy some of these troops, actually. I don't like the way that he's looking at me. All right, so yeah, as you can see, no religion here. And boom, double sheeple. And that also gives us 2 relics that we can put into our cities. Gives culture and happiness. Let's put them in Bach, since we do have, I think that's silk in Bach. Let's get those guys over quickly. I'm gonna heal you. And now in Rouen, again, no religion. Bam. Sheeple has been converted. Let's gear you up towards someplace in Madrid, probably here. And then with this one, send you over to what's the quickest? 8 turns, 8 turns, 9 turns. Yeah, let's send you over to those camels there. All right, we're about 10% in. I know we're making a little slower progress than previously, but it should ramp up as we continue. Again, I feel like we're in a pretty solid spot. 10 cities so far, already getting a settlement here with the spices. And let me show you that real quick, actually. So what we'll be able to see... Oh, right. Can't do it quite yet. I need to get a fishing quay. So let's do that real quick as well. A fishing quay right here. So now that we have the fishing quay, it should allow us soon to develop treasure fleet points, which accumulate, and then we'll be able to send treasure fleets from these towns and drop off spices and chocolates and whatever exotic things we can to our different cities. But yeah, so far doing pretty solidly, I think. Of course, war seems inevitable with Machiavelli here, who's getting angrier and angrier. Maybe I denounce him. Maybe I steal some technology or whatnot. We'll find out later. But yeah, I think that's about everything for today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider clicking some of those buttons down below. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.